勇敢的往前冲吧，有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。
Hi, good morning, all of you. Wow. Today is Friday again, and it's 11 o'clock again, and welcome to our Facebook Live again on techniques to solve tax audit issues. Yes, today I'm going to reveal you another secret. Yeah, I'm going to reveal to you another secret on how to solve tax audit issue. Yes, right. And well, I can see there are so many people right now already on Facebook Live, yeah, viewing Facebook Live today, yeah, and I know all of you would want to learn my secret, yeah, the technique to solve tax audit issue. And today it's episode 16, and today we're going to talk about professional fees, yeah, professional fees. Now, those who join us for the very first time, you probably wonder, hey, it's already episode 16, yeah, that means you already had done 15 episodes earlier. Yes, we had done 15 episodes earlier, and this is episode 16. But don't worry. Even though this is episode 16, and if you say I've missed out all my previous 15 episodes, you know, how can I view them again? Yes, you can always go to my Facebook page. That is Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page, and you just go to the videos section. You will find all the previous 15 episodes all in there, and there are lots more techniques in there, yeah, for you to learn how to solve tax audit issues. All right, now, but I know, yeah, since you know you probably just joined for the very first time, some of you, yeah, or some of you have just come in. You know, I can see the numbers are increasing. People are keep coming in. Help me do one thing, as we have just started. Help me do one thing, that is to share this Facebook Live out. Yes, because we want more people to learn. No, it's not often that I will share my secrets, right? It's not often that you get to learn techniques, yeah, to solve tax audit issues. So share this Facebook Live out by just clicking the share button. It's easy, yeah. If you're viewing it from a phone, If you're viewing it from a phone, yeah, look at the bottom of your screen, you will find the share button. Yeah, just click that share button and you will be able to share this Facebook Live out. Or if you're viewing this from a computer, you can also find the share button. Just click that share button and you will be able to share this Facebook Live out. You know, let more of your friends, your family, your business partner, business associates to learn this together with you so that they will also know how to solve tax audit issues whenever they face a tax audit, right? Now, of course, if you have got any names in your mind that you say, I want him or her to come in right now to learn this together with me, well, you can just tag the name. Yeah, just tag the name of your friend into the comment box. Yeah, just tag the name into the comment box and you will be able to share this out with them and they will thank you for this. They will thank you for letting them to come in to learn this technique together with you. All right, now I can see more and more people are already in and we are reaching almost 100 people. All right, so let me just get things started. And well, I can see here more about 100 people over here. Can I just start off by doing some interactive stuff? This is what I always say whenever I do Facebook Live. If I'm just alone here speaking in front of this camera, speaking in front of this computer, it could be pretty boring, to me, especially. To me, it could be pretty boring. You see, the whole idea of Facebook Live is to be more interactive. Yeah, we want things to be more interactive. We want to, have a good session. So first thing is, of course, I hope that you would ask questions along the way whenever you see anything that you want to clear your doubts, anything that you want to ask further. Just put in your questions into the comment box and I will be answering to you. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing is, now I probably just start off by asking, hey, how many of you here are actually first timers? How many of you here actually join us for the very first time? Now, if you are a first timer, if you have joined us for the very first time, can you just please put number one? Please put number one into the comment box. Just put number one into the comment box to tell me that you are a first timer. So let me just see how many of you here, almost 100 people right now, are actually first timers. Yeah, just put number one into the comment box to tell me that you are joining our Facebook Live on techniques to solve tax audit issues for the very first time. Yeah, just put number one over here and I will know you're a first timer. Yeah, then probably I'll pay more attention to you. Yeah. Okay, I can see, wow, Shalene has already responded and say first time here. Very good. Right, and we have another person. How do I pronounce this name? I'm sorry, but I do know how to read this. But wow, okay, that's also another first timer. All right, so how many more? Okay, first timer. Well, let me just turn on this laptop. How come my computer is not turned on here? The power is not turned on. Okay, never mind. The power is not turned on. I'll just get someone to do it. Don't worry, just carry on with this, right? Yeah, and how many more first timers? Yeah, Sukshin. Yes, Sukshin is a first timer. Sukshin Hill is a first timer as well. Okay, so how many more? All right. Well, looks like today we don't have a lot of first timers here, so that means most of you have been here for many times, is it? So you have been following my Facebook Live for many times, is it? All right, don't worry. Okay, now since there are not many first timers, now that's just getting started. Yeah, but I know, all right, I know that you probably, if you're a first timer, you do not know who I am, right? Because this is the first time joining. So my name is Zen Chow, all right, Zen Chow over here, and of course people call me the tax guru of YYC, right? The tax guru, but that's just what people call me. The fact is that I'm actually the tax director, as well as the head of tax department of YYC Group. Now, then your question is probably now, then who is YYC? Who is YYC over here? Now, just let me take a brief introduction, just show you a brief introduction of who YYC is here. Now, YYC is actually an accounting and advisory firm, and we were established since 1974, all right? Now, our brand promise is to empower entrepreneurial success. Yeah, entrepreneurial success. Now, but to do this, of course, we need to have a vision and mission, right? Our vision is we want to be the number one world-class accounting and advisory firm in Asia. But our mission is more important. Why? Because our mission here is we want to inspire everyone, including you who are watching Facebook Live right now. We want to inspire you so that you can overcome your odds, unleash your potential, and more importantly, find fulfillment in life. That is our mission. Yeah? But now to do all this, of course, we need to uphold certain things. Yeah? We need to uphold our promises. Like we want to share expertise. Now, these are the 3 promises that we always have to uphold. Yeah. First, we want to share expertise. Now, why do we want to do Facebook Live? Why do we want to share our secrets with you, our techniques with you? That's because it's one of our promises. We want to share expertise with everyone. And we want to show proactive care, not normal care, yeah, not normal care, but proactive care, yeah, to everyone, especially our clients, because we want our clients to have the most positive experience ever. Yeah, so these are our promises. Now, but you may think, well, is probably just like any other accounting firm out there? No, we are not just like any other accounting firm out there, because we see a normal accounting firm would probably only have compliance services like audit, tax, accounting, but YYC have much more than that. We have our own advisory arm, and our advisory services ranges from like strategic planning, corporate finance, succession planning, restructuring, or even the current very hit topic, cloud transformation, yeah, cloud and digital transformation. We even do that as well. Now we have our very own business school. That means we hold a lot of workshops, talks, seminars from time to time. We also do global business services. That means we serve international firms through our outsourced accounting, outsourced bookkeeping, outsourced payroll. Now, of course, if you see any of these services that actually interest you, right, that you want to know more, feel free to just PM us. Yeah, feel free to send us a message, PM us, and our professional team will get to you very soon, yeah, to explain more to you. All right. Now, YYC, like I said, established since 1974. That means we are turning 47 years old this year. Yeah, we're turning 47 years old this year, and we call ourselves an international firm. Yes, we don't just have presence in Malaysia, we also have presence in Singapore. Yeah, we have more than 800 employees, more than 20,000 clients, and we have trained more than 130,000 participants because we've held more than 5,000 workshops. Yeah. Now, these are all the awards. These are all the awards that are given to YYC throughout all these years. Wow, I can see Richard Lyon saying hi already. Hi, Richard. Nice to see you again. I think Richard has been joining us for like almost all episodes. Yeah. Thank you so much for your support, Richard. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, like I said, YYC, right, is an international firm where we don't just have presence in Singapore, but also in Malaysia. And in Malaysia, our branches are in Klang Valley, of course, right? We have branches in Johor and in Penang as well. Now, whenever I come to this part now, I can see more than 100 people already. More than 100 people are already in Facebook Live here. Before we really kickstart today's topic here, now, can I just gauge, right? Can I just have a gauge here? How many of you here are actually from East Malaysia, West Malaysia, Northern Malaysia, Southern Malaysia? So, my question is simple. I want to be more interactive with you. Can you just tell me where are you from? Can you just tell me where are you from? Just put it into the comment box. What town, what city, or what state, right? Or what area are you from? If you say you're from Klang Valley or Kuala Lumpur, right? You can be more specific. Just tell me, which area of Kuala Lumpur you're from. Say you say, I'm from Stapap, I'm from Cheras, I'm from where else? Say Pudu, which is our headquarters. All right. So you can just tell me where you're from. And just let me see out of 100 plus people right now, more than 100 people. Where are you all from? Yeah, just tell me. Wow, Andrea has just responded. Wow, more and more people responding to me. Peng Naider says KK. Wow, hi Peng Naider. This is not your first time for sure. I've seen you a lot of times. Very good, thank you. Mui Ling says from KK. Wow, so we have 2 from East Malaysia already. Andrea is from Penang. Yeah, we have Chiu Guan is from Klang. Yeah, so we have someone from the north, someone from the Klang Valley area, then of course East Malaysia where we have Kota Kinabalu, and Richard, yes, Richard, you're from Cheras, I know, right? And Richard as well from Cheras, yeah. So where else are you all from? Yeah, we have people from the north, from the east, and from the central already. Do we have anyone from the south? Do we anyone from the down south, like Johor, like Malacca? Anyone? If you are from Malacca, Johor, you can just tell me, I'm from Malacca, I'm from JB, I'm from Muar, or I'm from Sagama, you can just tell me where you are from. Just let me gauge. Wow, Shirley say Klang. Wow, okay, good. I like the food in Klang. You know what food I mean, right? I like the food in Klang. Yeah, Shirley, right. Thanks for coming. And you're the first timer, right? I remember. Okay, well, so it looks like we have somehow good mix. And now we have a good mix of people over here today. So let's get things started. Oh, Siti Hadijah from Taman Maluri. That's very specific, and that's Cheras, right? Taman Maluri, that's in Cheras, KL, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, Penang Krai. Okay, we have people from the north again. Okay, now let's get things started. Now today, we are going to talk about another technique, another issue, of which, if you have been following me for many weeks now, you know every week we'll be sharing one case, a real case, a real case that happened to our client, right? And how we actually took up this case, how did we actually help our client, on this tax audit case, and how did we manage to save them a lot of money, right, in terms of tax and penalty, All right, now today, what are we going to talk about, right, in our Secrets Review series? We are going to talk about episode 16, and that is relating to professional fees. Yes, professional fees. Now, okay, I know some of you who does business, you probably will be incurring professional fees, be it lawyer fee, accountants, and then some legal fee, or probably some architectural fee, some professional designers fee, things like that. You would always, incur certain professional fees to the professionals, because there's so many professionals, right? Lawyer, engineer, quantity surveyor, doctor. I mean, doctor are called professionals as well, right? But of course, you don't call that professional fees, you call that medical fees, right? But you see, there's so many professional fees that we will incur. But the main issue here is that, are professional fees tax deductible? Of course, you will say, of course, what? If I have to spend professional fees for my business, of course it should be tax deductible, but it's for my business, it's business related, right? I know at first glance you will say that. Well, I somehow agree if you incur professional fees and if these professional fees are for your business, if it's in the production of gross income, if it's for your business, why not? It should be deductible, right? But let's look at the general principles of deductibility. Now, let's look at the general principles of deductibility. As usual, right? A lot probably would have seen this before. Now, first, in the Income Tax Act, Section 33, Sub 1, it lays out what are the conditions for an expense to be deductible. Professional fees, well, you have to comply, you have to, fulfill the criteria, the conditions in Section 33, Sub 1 as well. The first thing is it must be incurred during the period. So if you have incurred professional fees, it must be incurred during that particular period, and of course you will get deduction for that period. If you incur it before or after that period, of course you get deduction if you can, but it's not during the period. It's probably before or after the period. So it must be incurred during the period. Well, so I think this is nothing very special. Now it must be outgoings and expenses. That means your fees, right, that you incur, it must be an expense. It must be an outgoing, which means you'll be paying someone, right? You'll be paying someone something. You'll be paying money, right? It will be an outgoing. It will be an expense, So again, well, this is nothing very challenging, for a professional fee. Now, this is very important. It must be wholly and exclusively. What does it mean? It must be wholly and exclusively for business. Now, this one, I know a lot of people will say, hey, I incur professional fee, when I want to buy a property for investment. I incur professional fee when I, get a valuer to value, a house or a shop that I want to buy for investment. This could sometimes happen. But is that for business? Is that for, hey, that's not your business, investment is not your business, it's a side income thing, right? When you get someone to value your property for rental, to be rented out, that's not business. So you see, for a professional fees to be deductible, it must be wholly and exclusively incurred for business. It must be for business purpose, directly for business, and to be more exact, it must be for your trade purposes. It must be for your trade purposes, then only it will be deductible, right? So a lot of people always ask me, hey, how come when I incur professional fees for valuation of my investment property, when I ask a lawyer to do S&P, for me to buy a property, how come I don't get deduction? Because that's not for business. That's not even for business. So that would not be deductible. So it must be wholly and exclusively incurred for business. And this is even more important. It must be revenue in nature. Now, what do you mean by revenue in nature? It must be relating to your operation business. It must be relating to your day-to-day operation. If you say, I'm going to buy a new property right now, I'm going to buy a new shop, even if it's for my own business use, but when you buy a new asset, it's capital in nature. What you incur for your professional fee is capital in nature. It's not revenue in nature, right? Because it's not an day-to-day operation thing. It is to buy a new asset. Say, if you say, I want to take up a loan and I have to pay some professional fees to the banker, to the lawyer. A loan is also capital in nature. Loan is relating to your business structure, relating to your company structure. That's capital in nature. Therefore, you see a lot of times professional fees here relating to all this loan, properties, they are not deductible because they are not revenue in nature. They are capital in nature. So very important, professional fees has to be revenue in nature as well. Yeah, and of course, it must be in the production of gross income. Now, then, what does it mean? It means that if you pay professional fees, the main objective or the purpose of paying the professional fees is for you to generate more income. That means you want to make more sales. That means that after paying that fees to that professional, you will be able to generate more sales after doing that. Yeah, then only it will be, you know, in the production of gross income. That's why sometimes people also ask me, hey, when I pay professional fees, for example, right, I pay professional fees for some tax advisory. You know, someone actually give me tax advice, and I pay a professional to get a tax advice. Let me ask you one question. After you have paid the fee to get a tax advice, would you make more sales because of that? Will you generate more sales? You don't, right? Tax advice has no relation to making more sales. So that's why sometimes you see you pay a fee, a professional fee to certain professionals that's not directly related to making more sales. It's not deductible because it's not in the production of gross income. You see that? So you see, for a professional fee to actually deductible, you have to comply with all these rules, right? So now you know that why sometimes professional fees are not deductible, you know, but why sometimes it's deductible, because you have to satisfy all these Section 33, yeah, the conditions in the Section 33. Now, but today, what is our case? What is our case? Now, we have got a client. Of which this client got audited. This guy got audited because he incurred a certain professional fee, of which it should be deductible because it actually satisfies, you know, it satisfies the conditions. However, when the Inland Revenue Board comes and when they audit, they found something is not right, and of course, the Inland Revenue Board disallowed the expense. Yeah, disallowed the expense, added them back into the tax computation, and of course, wants our client to pay more tax and penalty as well. Yeah, so I'll show you the case. I'll share this case with you, and I'll show you how did we manage the case, how did we tackle this case, and how did we actually help our client to solve this case and actually make it deductible. This is the technique that you want to learn, right? Okay, I see Chin Ching is actually asking a question. Let me just quickly ask a question over here. Answer to this. Chin Ching asks, professional fees for preparing Borang E and the payroll outsource, is it deductible? Now, Chin Ching, if it is outsourced payroll is relating to your business operation, right? And it is for you to generate more income. Because you see, if you don't handle your outsourced, right, payroll, you don't handle your payroll, you can't handle your staff, and you wouldn't get your staff to make more profit for you, make more sales for you, right? So the outsourced payroll is deductible. But preparation of Borang E, let me just ask you one question. If I do your Borang E, would you make more sales because of that? No, right? No, right? But the thing is, the good news is there is a special order. There's a special order, right, that says even if it's for preparation of Form E, not just Form E, right? Not just Borang E, also other forms like Form C, you know, Form B, Form P, your income tax return form as well, yeah? That is given a special deduction, right? That is given a special deduction. Now, if you want to know more about this special deduction, ask us, right? PM us, right? Ask us more about that. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that, okay? About this income tax return, fee for income tax return actually gives you special deduction, okay? Now, I see there's another question. I'll quickly answer to one more question before we go into our case. This is from Tan BT. Tan BT is asking this question. Can I ask a valuer to do valuation for my existing factory? What is the impact? Well, you can always ask your valuer to do a valuation of your factory. But let me ask you, is this directly related for your business? Why do you want to get someone to value your factory? I think most probably you will say, because I want to know what is the amount, what is the value, or what is the price when I want to sell. So that is not relating to business. That is relating to, you know, disposal of your capital asset, right? And that is actually not deductible from the income tax point of view. But right, I want to tell you, this valuation fee, if it is for, you know, for your future sales of your factory, keep all these receipts, keep all this invoice properly, because for RPGT purpose, for real property gains tax purpose, it is useful. It may be useful. Okay, all right, let me get things started. I know more questions are coming in. Don't worry, I'll answer to your questions later. Let me just tell you what happened to our case today. Now, our client right, is a property developer and has incurred architectural expenses for its project. Now, as a property developer, you definitely need architects, right? You need architects to come design your building, draw up the building plan, and that's definitely for project. That's definitely for project. So over here, you know that, hey, architect fee for a property developer is definitely, satisfying Section 33. It's incurred, in the protection of gross income, right? It's for project, right? But this is what happened. Some of the transactions were without proper documentation, right? It's without proper documentation. That means, these architects, they have not issued, a proper invoice. They have not issued a proper invoice to the property developer, right? And therefore, what happened, right? And these expenses are all charged out as property development expenditure as well. You see, you incur architectural fee, and you say this is for project, you charge out as property development expenditure. Okay, fair enough, no problem. However, when there's no proper documentations, I think those that have been following me for weeks right now, you know that this is going to be an issue. The RRB may say, hey, is this really genuine? Is this really real? Have you really incurred such expense? Because if you do not have proper documentation, the RRB may then say, this may be fictitious. This may be a fake expense, right? So what happened? Now, I believe you would have guessed it. RRB comes in and they say, sorry, I suspect that these expenses are not genuine. I think it's not genuine because you can't even provide supporting documents to prove that you have incurred such expenses. Even the invoice is not there. So how do you actually prove that you have incurred these expenses? And how could you prove that? What's the nature of this expense? So this is going to be a problem, right? And therefore, we say this is not incurred wholly and exclusively in the protection of gross income. This is not incurred for the gross income. And therefore, this allowed the whole amount of expenses without proper documentation. Yeah. So, of course, those with proper documentation, those with proper invoice receipts, everything is okay. But the portion without proper documents, right? The RRB says this is not incurred in the protection of gross income. This allowed all the expenses. And as a property developer, the amount that you spend for architectural expenses is not little. Look at this. The architectural fees that have been disallowed by the Inland Revenue is 300 over 1,000. Right, just the architectural fee alone, it's 300 over 1,000 because simple. You see, it says the invoice, the documents, the payment documents, right, that actually states the total, right? They say it's not provided. It's not provided, and therefore the total, it's very suspicious. You see, diragui berbanding dengan jumlah dituntut. You see, it's suspicious, and they think, any document that is incomplete, right? Any document tanpa dokumen lengkap adalah diragui, tidak dilakukan dengan benar dan teratur. So it says, I don't think this is genuine. I don't think this is incurred in the protection of gross income. Therefore, disallowed. So 300 over 1,000 is disallowed just for 1 year. 2014, 300 over 1,000 totally disallowed. So what do we do? What did we do? We went in, we analyzed, of course, We look at all the documentations. We ask the clients, hey, what documentation do you have? Is this really real? Have you really incurred? What's the nature of these expenses? Please explain to us what's the nature. We understand the whole case, and we found out that these expenses are actually incurred for clients' project development. It's actually a project development cost because they built their project, they built their building, they need architects to come in to draw up, right? To draw all the drawings and things like that, and therefore it is for project. And any project cost that is incurred wholly and exclusively in the protection of gross income should be deductible, should be allowed for deduction. So, but how do we prove? How do we prove that all these costs are actually incurred in the protection of gross income and it is for project? Of course, we don't have the primary document. We don't have much primary documents like the invoice and things like that. We don't have. But let's look at secondary evidence. Let's look at secondary documents. So we, of course, try to find out all these payment vouchers, any invoices. Of course, invoices are not complete. We look at the payment vouchers. We look at the invoices. We look at the bank statement. Have you made payment? And one very important thing that we have done was that we asked the suppliers, that means the architects, we asked them to give us a confirmation. Yeah, you see, there is no proper invoice, yes, but we can actually still get in touch with them. Ask them to give a confirmation for transactions without supporting documents. We ask these suppliers, we talk to them and say, hey, look, have they incurred such expense? Yeah, what have you done for them? So we get them to put in a confirmation. Of course, we sometimes have to also help the client to draft a confirmation for the suppliers to sign and confirm. And this is like one of the samples of what we have done. Yeah, you see, of course, I have to hide out all their names and things like that, right? It's that I've confirmed that I received the amount, yeah, of how much, yeah, being the project management services rendered, right, for the above project. Of course, all the project details are all here, yeah. We get them to, write a letter, sign the letter, and how do you call it, admit that they have provided such services and what's the amount. Of course, not just one copy, because they have multiple different suppliers, right? Different kind of services, right? So we need to get these suppliers to confirm. So like this one, to confirm that the actual total fee for block A, is like 84,000 and this amount has been received. All of these suppliers then, admit that they have actually provided such services and they admit that they have actually received payment. And of course, we have to substantiate further with payment vouchers, bank statement to show that, hey, payment has been made to these people, right? So even though we don't have the primary document, we use secondary documents, secondary evidence to prove that these expenses are genuine. These expenses are actually incurred for the project. And of course, after all these analyses, we tell the Inland Revenue Board, we say, look, you can't just say because there is no invoice, just because no invoice, you disallow everything. Because we are able to prove that the expenses are genuine. The expenses are indeed incurred, and it's incurred wholly and exclusively in the production of gross income. And they should qualify for deduction under subsection 33, bracket 1. So these project costs is in the cost of company's operation. It is revenue in nature, and it relates to the production of gross income. Yeah, it relates to the production of business income. It's deductible. It should be allowable. Yeah. So with all this, I mean, we have to do a lot of analysis. Yeah. When you don't have the primary evidence, we have to do a lot of analysis. We prove to the Inland Revenue Board, and in the end, yes, they dropped the issue. They dropped the issue that we could, of course, not entire amount, just to be very honest with you, not the entire amount, because some of the amount we really could not, get secondary evidence. But most of them, yes, we got the secondary evidence. We appealed. We managed to drop the issue and save the client a lot of tax and penalty. Yeah, I think these taxes, this penalty is not necessary to be paid. Yeah, it's an unnecessary tax, unnecessary penalty, and we managed to drop it. So, what's the moral of the story? What's the moral of today's case? First, let me remind you, never ever use fictitious invoice, and never ever, because if you try and use fictitious invoice, let me tell you, the Inland Revenue Board will definitely find out. They will definitely find out. They will check with the supplier to see whether there is such invoice or not. Yeah, once you use fictitious invoice, you'll be in trouble. So never ever use fictitious invoice. Make sure, if you can, all purchases are supported with valid invoices. Yeah, because this is the primary evidence. This is the primary evidence to show that you have such fee or such expense incurred. Then your secondary evidence, things like, your bank-in slip, your receipt, your statement of account, right? Your payment vouchers, this is your secondary evidence to show that you have made payment and this is genuine. Yeah. And if the amount is really material, if the amount is huge, try to get a confirmation, from the supplier, right? To tell them, hey, can you please confirm that you have received this? Can you confirm that you have provided this to me? Maybe a job sheet, to show that you have confirmed that you have done this for me. Get a confirmation from the supplier will be great if the amount is material, right? If the amount is substantial. So these are our advices to you to prevent in future when the IRB comes to audit, and you'll probably find yourself in trouble. All right. Now, so that is the case. That is the case I want to share with you today. Yeah. So again, let me just remind you, whenever whenever there's an audit, whenever there's a tax audit, I know, right? You'll be probably afraid, you'll be panicked, saying, hey, RB is coming to check on me. Will I get into trouble? Would I have to pay a lot of tax and penalty? Especially those that already receive a tax audit letter. Yeah, if you receive a tax audit letter that tells you this part you have done wrongly, that part you have done wrongly, you have to pay more tax for this, you got to pay penalty for that. You'll be really afraid and you'll be really, sometimes helpless, thinking, who can help me? Don't worry, we're here to help. Yeah, don't worry, YYC is here to help. If you receive any tax audit letter, please don't be panicked. Don't be panicked, don't be afraid. Yeah, rest assured we'll be here. We are here to help you. Just drop us a message. Just go to our Facebook page. Either you can go to YYC Advisors Facebook page or my own Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page. Drop us a message, send us a message, show us the letter. Yeah, come to us, show us the letter. We can do a complimentary online consultation for you and see how can we help. Yeah, we can tell you how can we help you to solve this issue, to reduce your tax, reduce your penalty, or probably even drop the whole case. Yeah, so that is what we do, right? That is what we can do for you. All right, of course, yeah. Remember, all right, if you have just joined us for the very first time, just like I've told you, right, this is episode 16. So you probably say, I want to view back all the previous 15 episodes to learn more techniques, learn more secrets. This is where you go. Go to my Facebook page here, Tax Guru Zen Chow. Go to the videos section. In there, you will find all my previous 15 episodes, all there for you to view. All right, all there for you to view. And of course, every week, every Friday at 11 a.m. Yeah, we will be doing the live. We'll be doing the live unless I have some urgent matters that I cannot avoid. Then I'll probably skip, for a week, But most of the time, we will be doing it every Friday at 11, right? Go to my Facebook page. Remember to like, share, most importantly, follow. Yeah, follow my Facebook page. Right. Most importantly, go to my Facebook page and follow my Facebook page so that you get the first-hand information. Whenever we have a new information to update, whenever we have live going on, you'll be the first person to know that we have live going on. Yeah. All right. So let's go into Q&A. I know questions are coming in. I can see questions are coming in already. Yeah. Let me answer to all your questions. But first, let me drink some water. All right. Let me drink some water. I'll get back to your questions. Okay. All right, I can see questions. Okay, let me just go back to this slide. Let me go back to this slide in case you want to know what's the name of my Facebook page, what's the name of my YYC's firms with Facebook page. Yeah, so I'll just leave it over here. But let me just go to some questions. Okay, I can see questions from both sides because we are doing live, we're broadcasting live here on multiple channels. But let's look at one question here from Vivian Lee. Okay, Vivian Lee has got a question here that says tax agent fees to do annual tax, is it allowed? Now, you have two questions over here. Then the next question is, however, tax advice charges for LHDN audit. Now, I know you have two questions over here. The first question is whether tax agent fees to do annual tax return, is it allowed? It was supposed to be not allowed. Now, it was supposed to be not allowed. Why? The rule is simple. You pay me annual tax return filing fee. Do you make more sales after getting my service? No, right? So how do you, incur in the front of gross income, right? But the good thing is, I told you there is a special order. There's a special order that says tax agents annual return tax filing fee, the annual tax filing fee, is allowed. It's allowed for deduction. Of course, there are some conditions, right? You got that it has to be incurred and paid, right? You must have paid it, not just accrued, yeah. And it is for your tax filing fee only, right? Tax filing fee only. Maximum is 15,000. You can claim up to 15,000 deduction, yeah. But tax advice for LGN audit, that is not allowed. Yeah, that is not allowed because that's not tax filing fee already. Yeah, that's not tax filing fee, and therefore the advice for tax audit, that is not allowed already. All right. Okay, Vivian, I hope I've answered to you. Next question, okay, from the other side, yeah, I have one question here that asks, that's from Zomok Fong. Zomok Fong is asking, how about the consultation fees? Now, Zomok consultation fees varies. I can't tell you whether it is a deductible or not deductible because it depends on what kind of consultation. If it is a consultation fee that is directly related to your business, that tells you how to improve your business operation, how to make more sales, that is deductible because that's incurred in the production of gross income. But if you say the consultation is relating to, how do I invest into a new property? How do I, make multiple investment, or give you consultation on what's the value of your land, things like that. Like just now Tan BT was asking this question, right? Then that is not incurred in the production of gross income, because that's not business related. So you got to look at whether your consultation is business related or non-business related. All right, Zomo, I've answered to you. Next question here is from Teh Siu Ping. Teh Siu Ping says, my company is providing engineering design consultation service. If we award some jobs to our sub-consultant, is their charges can be considered as professional, and is it deductible? Now, Siu Ping, if your company is doing engineering design, all right, and then you award some jobs to your sub-consultant, of course, you see, your sub-consultant will charge you, right? Will charge you a professional fee. Now, to you, is this incurred for your business? Is it incurred for the production of your business income? It is what? If you don't hire your sub-consultants, if you don't let them charge you, can you find your sales? Can you bill your client? You can't bill your client, right? So it's a direct relationship, right? You pay them because then you can bill your client back, right? Then you can make more sales. So definitely, if they charge you professional fee for doing this for you, yes, it is incurred in the production of gross income. It should be deductible. All right. Okay. Next, I have a long one. Wow. This is from Carmen. Carmen has a long question. My company is in hotel line, and recently we introduced membership program to our guests. If they top up 1,000, we will give them 1,000. Now, my question is 1,000 they top up that they can use for their stay in the future. For that 1,000 we receive, shall I recognize as income, even though they will only utilize in the future? Well, Carmen, this is not relating to professional fees, yeah? Your question is not relating to professional fees, yeah? Well, now, your question is, well, I would say, okay, it's the income part, yeah. You say they top up 1,000, you give them another 1,000. So now you say that, well, the 1,000 that they top up, they can use, yeah. Then for that 1,000 you receive, should you recognize as income? See, over here, of course, I can't give you a very comprehensive thing, but how I see it is, when you receive the 1,000 for top up, right, that's already your income, right? That's already your income for the first 1,000. But the other 1,000 that you give away, right, that's probably more like, a promotional expense, more like a marketing expense, yeah? But in terms of how to recognize this, well, I would say you probably need to recognize a marketing expense, an expense, but when they use it to buy to stay, that is your income. So you would have income and expense at the same time. But of course, on when to recognize this, well, I need to look at your whole business model, then only I can advise further. So, Carmen, if you really want to know more about this, why don't you just drop us a message, send us a message, and let's see how we can help you to plan something so that you get the best tax efficiency. You can just drop us a message, send us a message, and then I can get my tax consultant to look at this and see how we can help you to reduce make your tax most efficient, put it this way. All right. Okay, I have another question from the other side. That's from Chin Cheng. Chin Cheng is asking, professional fee is paid for getting foreign worker, is it deductible? It's same as levy and work permit fee. Now, Chin Cheng, if this foreign worker is for your business, right? You get foreign worker to come in to do work for you, to generate more income. Well, why not? It should be deductible. Professional fees, hiring fees. If you get a headhunter, a hiring agency, yes, it is actually deductible. Yeah, it's in the production of gross income. Okay, let me go back to this slide. I have from Audrey. Audrey is asking, project invoices not ready from supplier, right, in 2020. Expenses disallowed. Invoice then done in 2021. Can claim back expenses in 2021? Now, Audrey, the most important thing is invoices are actually supposed to be dated 2020 or 2021. Now, if you say these invoices are actually dated 2020, but you do not have these invoices in 2020, only in year 2021 you receive all these backdated invoices, what you actually need to do is you got to claim back in 2020. That means you got to go backwards, revise your tax computation. You go backwards to 2020, revise your tax computation and say, now I have these expenses, now I can reduce my tax already. You got to do a revision of tax computation. Yeah, of course, you will say, how can I do that? Now, to do a revision of tax computation, of course, you need to revise your tax computation. You got to submit all this to the Inland Revenue Board, and liaise further. If you need us to help you, well, we can definitely help you. Yeah, just drop us a message. We can definitely do this for you. We definitely have this service of revision of tax computation. Okay, but of course, if you say these invoices are dated 2021, well, then it is 2021's expense, but just charge it out in 2021, right? That's simple, yeah. All right, next question here from Ryan. Ryan Law says, certification fees for renovation for deduction for 2020 and 2021. Is it deductible? Very good question, Ryan. This certification fee that you mean here would mean the certification by the external auditor, right? By the external auditor, right? Now, this certification fee, unfortunately, it is not incurred in the projection of gross income. It is, you see, you do certification fee, you don't get more sales one, It is for you to get the deduction. Yes, it's for you to get the deduction, right? But it is not for you to get more sales, right? It's not for you to get more sales. So unfortunately, it's not deductible. Yeah, it's not deductible. Yeah. And furthermore, this is not a statutory audit. Now, if it's a statutory audit, then yes, it's deductible because there's a special order as well. But this is not a statutory audit. So therefore, it is not deductible. Yeah, Ryan? Okay, I have another question here from Farm. Well, Farm have got two questions over here. Farm FY asks, printing for audit, tax, and secretary fee, is it deductible? Farm, unfortunately, disbursements for tax and secretary fees are not deductible. Yeah, disbursements like printing and stationery for tax and secretary fees are not deductible. But audit fee, okay. Now, audit disbursements, it's still okay. But tax and secretary fees, unfortunately, not deductible. Yeah, Farm, unfortunately. Okay, Farm also continue asking, filing fee for SSM, the audit report and annual return, is it allowable? Well, filing fee charged by the company secretary, right? Filing fee charged by the company secretary is allowable. But the fee that you have to pay to SSM, SSM will charge you a fee, right? The fee that you have to pay to SSM is not deductible. Yeah. Secretary fee charge. Okay, you ask also secretary fee charge for service charge for annual return. Is it deductible? Yes, that's the secretary fee. So secretary fee is also deductible because of the special order. There's a special order, yeah. But remember, yeah, the fee that you pay to SSM is not deductible. The fee that you pay to the company secretary is deductible, but that's a maximum of 15,000. 15,000 for both tax and secretary fee. Okay. All right. Next question I have here from Xiu Guan Chuan. I find it quite strange that to pay such 300,000 without invoice. Xiu, there are sometimes this kind of situation, right? Don't feel strange, don't feel surprised. In the business world, anything can happen. But when we, as a tax agent, when we see these, we have to help them. We gotta solve them. We gotta help them and see how we can get it. And you see, even without invoice, we still manage to do something for them and drop that case for them, right? And that is what we always do. We help clients to solve tax audit issue. All right. Okay. Next is from Feng Lan. Feng Lan Yap says traveling allowance for 500 per employee. Is it entitled for EPF contribution? Wow, this is not professional fees again, Feng Lan. This is not relating to professional fees at all, yeah. But well, the 500 allowance, right? If it's a fixed allowance, right, then you have to do EPF, right? Yeah, well, this is totally not tax related. That is EPF. If you do fixed allowance, if you give fixed allowance, you have to contribute EPF. All right. Okay, I have another question here from Xiaowen. Xiaowen says, last year I submit EA 2020, should claim back 2,000, but until now haven't received. What can I do? Well, Xiaowen, this is also not relating to professional fee, but now since you asked, yeah, what can you do? That means you said you are supposed to have a refund of 2,000, right? Until now haven't received, right? Go to the Inland Revenue Board's office. Go to the Inland Revenue's office, right? And ask them, what happened to my refund? How long more do you need to process my refund? Go up there and actually really talk to the officer. Really. It's much more much more effective if you just go there in person rather than just making a call. Yeah, Xiaowen, go to the IRB's office and ask them. Okay, all right. Another part, yeah. Okay, on the other side, I have Isaac. Isaac is asking legal fee and consultation fee deductible on buying land as company is investment property nature. No, Isaac. Now, Isaac, unfortunately, yeah. Even though you say I'm an investment holding company, yeah, your consultation fee, your legal fee on buying land is still not incurred in the production of business income. Why? Because an investment holding company is not earning business income. That's the reason. Because an investment holding company is not earning a business income. Therefore, all this consultation fee, legal fee, they are still not incurred in the production of business income, right? Unless you say you are a property trading company. You buy property, sell property, buy property, sell property. You're a property trading company. Then you earn business income. Then yes, all this legal fee, consultation fee, these are business expenses already. These would be deductible already because it's in the production of your business income, right? Isaac, I hope you get this part, yeah? All right, Farm is asking attestation fee for audit report. Is this tax deductible? Well, I'll put it this way, yeah, Farm, yeah. Now, if your attestation fee is for your statutory audit, if it's for your statutory audit, then yes. But if it's for any other things, any kind of other attestation, not for the statutory audit, yeah, then it's not deductible. Okay, all right. Let me just go to the other part. I have another one from Vivian. But that day you did do one explain on purchases backdate. Vivian, can you just remind me which one is that? Let me say one explain on purchases backdate. Well, maybe you can remind me again. I don't remember what's that already. Yeah, maybe you can just tell me. Okay, the other one here is from Chia Chung-sun. Some secretary charge monthly office registered address fee. Is it allowable? Well, Chia Chung-sun, if this is a secretary fee, if they charge you and they say this is secretary fee, yes, why not? It is deductible, right? Because of the special order, yeah. Because of the special order, there's a 15,000 maximum, yeah, that you can claim. The other one is from Siti Hadija. SST on secretary fee or tax fee for preparation of tax form, is it deductible? Very good question. Yeah, I like this, Siti Hadija. A lot of people would always say, hey, service tax, this is service tax, is it deductible or not? Yeah. Now, when you are being charged service tax, always go back to the principal expense. Always go to the principal expense and see, why is this service tax charge? Is this service tax charge on an expense that should be deductible? So if you say the secretary fee, the tax filing fee is actually a deductible expense, the service fee that goes together with these is also deductible, because the service tax is actually an incidental cost to the service fee, right? It's an incidental cost to the professional fee. So always look at what's the principal service. If the principal service is deductible, your service tax will be deductible. If the principal service is not deductible, the service tax is not deductible. All right? Okay. Chia Tiong-sun has got another question over here that says, professional fee for business diagnosis purpose, can it be tax deductible? Now, Chia Tiong-sun, I have to really understand further what is business diagnosis. I really can't tell you right now, but let me just tell you, if you say this professional fee for business diagnosis is to come up with a result that will make you make more sales, to generate more income, generate more sales, then I will say yes. Because I really do not know what's the scope of your business diagnosis. If you say, oh, after doing this business diagnosis, I will be able to make more sales, do better for my business, then yes, this professional fee will be deductible. So you have to relate it to whether it is in the production or gross income or not. Yeah, that's important. Yeah. All right. I have got two more questions here from Desmond. Desmond Teo is asking, hi, sir. May I ask, documents need to keep how long? 5 years or 7 years? Very simple answer, 7 years. Desmond, 7 years. You need to keep your documents for 7 years. Desmond Teo continue asking, HRDF fees, is it considered as professional fee? Can it be deductible? Well, Desmond, HRDF is actually a fund where you will contribute for training purposes, right? So if you say, hey, HRDF is definitely for training, and the training is to train my staff to actually do better, more efficient, find more sales to me, right? So if this is a HRDF contribution, yes, why not? It is deductible. All right, okay. All right, next I have questions from Vivian. Vivian says the purchases invoice date was the last financial year, but pick up in current year. Well, okay, Vivian, I think you are trying to say that the purchase invoice date is actually dated last year, but you want to expense it off in this year. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Now, just like I did mention, right, if your invoices is actually dated last year, the most correct way to do this is to go back and revise your previous year's tax computation, because that invoice is relating to previous basis period. Remember just now, section 33 sub 1 says what? It must be incurred during the period, right? And then only is deductible. But, well, I know you're trying to say that, hey, if I only claim it in the next year, can I still do it? Practically, IRB may give a leeway. Well, they may give a leeway because they say, hey, you're claiming your expenses late, man. You're claiming your expenses late. You're not claiming, in advance. You're claiming late. So, well, it is a disadvantage to you, right? It's more advantageous to the Inland Revenue Board because you're claiming your expenses late. So, in a practical way, they may allow it, right? They may allow it, right? Yeah, if you can show that, hey, even my expense, and the date you receive, your invoice is also the next year already. Practically, they can allow, but the most correct way is actually to go back and revise. Yeah, so I'm telling you that, according to law, yes, you have to go back, but the practical way to do this is if you say, I really receive it next year, I receive next year, yes, you can still claim, and the IRB, you usually allow that also. Okay, all right. CP Seng says medical fees not deductible. Wow, it is deductible. Why not? Medical fees is for your staff. It's staff benefit, right? If it's your staff's medical fee, it is deductible. It's your staff benefit. All right. Wailam asks if trade supplier sues my company over a dispute, is the legal fee incurred deductible? Very good question, Wailam. I like this kind of question. It depends what is the dispute. It depends what is the dispute. If you say this dispute is a trade dispute, it's a trade contract, trading contract dispute, yes, any legal fee that you incur for trading contract dispute is deductible. But if the dispute is not relating to your trade contract, it's not relating to your business, it's some other things, then not deductible. Right? So again, go back to the basic principle. Is your fees incurred in the production of gross income, is it for your business directly relating to your trade, relating to your business? So you have to establish that, Wailam. Okay, I have the other side, a few more questions. So, okay, I'll probably just answer to 3 more questions, then I'll just call it a day. It's almost 12 already, All right, Chin Ching is asking, management fee paid to related company, is it deductible? Well, management fee, if you pay to a related company, well, of course, it will be deductible if they are managing your business operation. If they're managing your business operation, definitely it will be deductible. However, what I want to highlight to you, Chin Ching, is remember, if you pay management fee to a related company, please make sure you take care of the transfer pricing aspect, because this is a related company, you have to pay a fee that is of market rate, market price, or what we call arm's length price, in transfer pricing terms, So make sure your transfer pricing part is taken care of. Now, if you say, hey, what is this transfer pricing all about? I want to know more about transfer pricing, just drop us a message, Our consultant can let you know more, especially when you pay a lot of management fee to your related company, You got to be very careful, because the IRB may pinpoint on this and say, well, even though it's deductible, but the price, the charges, the rate that you put in is not market rate. Then they will do some adjustment and charge you a penalty for that. So if you want to know more about transfer pricing, you can just drop us a message and we will be able to let you know more. All right. Now, Farm is asking company loan from bank. Bank requests some director to buy PA insurance, and when anything happened to the director, then they'll be compensating, right? Yeah, I know this is very common, Farm. You take a loan, people ask you to buy a PA insurance, right? Not deductible. Not deductible, because this is not for business. This is for loan. I told you, right? Anything that's relating to the loan, it's capital. It's capital in nature, therefore not deductible. All right. Isaac asks, attire wear for bonus to get client in a business dinner. Deductible. Wow, attire cannot lie, right? Attire wear is not really business related unless you say this is uniform. Unless you say this is your company's uniform, then of course it's deductible. But if it's just an attire for wars, cannot. Right? Cannot. All right. Farm is asking the stamp duty and legal fee for loan, is it deductible? No. I told you anything relating to the loan is capital in nature, therefore not deductible, right? It's not revenue in nature. Okay, answer to 3 more questions and I got to go already, right? And then we have to call it a day, Just a few more questions, I know questions are coming in, but we don't have much time anymore. Now, this scene is asking, CP58, any seminar on this deadline ban? Well, we don't have a specific seminar just for CP58, but we have a seminar, we have a webinar, that actually talks about, when you pay incentive, when you pay commission, you have to declare in CP58, and then what are the things that you need to take care of if you pay incentive or when you pay commission, and how to declare in CP58. We do have that webinar, all right? So if you want to know more, Cindy, what I would suggest you is drop us a message, send us a message so that our team can let you know more information about that webinar that actually involves a little bit about CP58. All right, maybe that would help you, okay? All right, Carmen is asking, professional fee paid for TP documentation, is it allowed for tax purpose? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no, Carmen, because TP documentation is not tax filing. Only the tax filing fee is deductible. TP documentation is not. Caris is asking, okay, 2 more questions. I'll just answer to 2 more, then I'll just end it already. If my company is providing medical fee for staff to visit cardiologists, is it tax deductible? Caris, very important is that if this is actually stated in your either handbook, employee's handbook, or your company's policy, or in the employment contract that you will provide medical benefit to your staff, even though they visit cardiologists, yes, it's deductible because it's all stated out in your contract, in your policy, in your handbook that this is the benefit for the staff. Benefit for staff is always considered as business purpose. All right, last question, Kalista. Kalista is asking, legal fee paid to defense lawsuit against employee? Now, it depends on what is this lawsuit about? Again, if this lawsuit is relating to your business, right? It is not relating to fraud and things like that. It's relating to your business operation. I would say yes, it is still deductible one if it's relating to your business operation. Yeah, because you said against employee. So what has the employee done, right? That you actually need to come into a lawsuit. So we need to assess. I can't tell you right now whether it is deductible or not. We need to look at the thing, right? So Kalista, if you say you want us to look into your case and see whether it's deductible or not, or how can we plan something, drop us a message. Just send us a message. Go to my Facebook page or my YYC Advisors Facebook page, right? Go there and send us a message, and we will probably be able to do something for you, and we'll be probably able to make it deductible. Who knows? Yeah, it really depends on what kind of lawsuit that is. Okay, all right. So wow, today a lot of questions, really a lot of questions, and I know there are some questions that I really cannot answer because it's almost time. We want to keep this not more than an hour. Usually it's just 45 minutes, yeah. But today it's already 11:50 over, almost 12 o'clock. Thank you so much again, yeah, for joining me for almost 1 hour today, and I really hope you've enjoyed today's session. I hope I've answered to most of your questions, if not all, most. Yeah. Then of course, every Friday, 11 o'clock, yeah, we will be doing this unless I have an urgent matter, then I will be skipping maybe for a week. But do follow my Facebook page. Remember, go to my Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page, like, share, most importantly, follow my Facebook page so that you get the first-hand information. You get to know first when we are going to do the next live. All right, I'll see you again next time. Have a great week ahead. Have a great Friday. It's Friday, right? Enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend ahead, and I shall see you again next time in my next live session. All right, so till then, have a great day. Stay safe. Stay at home. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达。